New York's Adirondack Park is bigger than Yellowstone, Yosemite, Glacier, Grand Canyon, and Great Smokies National Parks combined. It is one of the largest unbroken deciduous forests on Earth. It has 1,000 miles of wild and scenic rivers and hundreds of breathtaking lakes and peaks. But here's an even more amazing thing about the Adirondack Park. Most of its land is privately owned, and 85 million people live within a day's drive. Yet the Adirondacks seem almost completely undeveloped. How did that happen?
In the story of land use planning in the United States, the Adirondack Park Agency is truly significant.
The Adirondack Park Agency was a wild idea when it was created 50 years ago. It owes its existence to several big trends that combined to create an irresistible force. A small group of activists spent decades building the case that the Adirondacks needed stronger protection. By 1968, they had overwhelming public support. That got the attention of New York Governor Nelson Rockefeller, who eagerly supported the activist cause.
You know, he believed in big things. He was not a small man in any sense of the word. It wouldn't have happened without him. There's no question about it.
Rockefeller strong-armed state lawmakers into passing the bill that created the Adirondack Park Agency. He ordered the agency to write 2 master plans for a territory the size of the state of Vermont, and to deliver them in less than 2 years. Nothing like that had ever been done before. The APA's young staff was brilliant, passionate about protecting the park, and extremely hardworking. The plans they produced were revolutionary, and 50 years later, their work is still praised and studied. Today, the urgent need to control climate change depends on preserving and restoring large forests. New York did that in a big way 50 years ago.
It's the most unusual case of land protection in the country because it's also an attempt at community protection. The Adirondacks is trying something very hard. We're trying to have wild nature and human beings make their living in more or less the same place. The wilderness and the hamlets are intertwined in a way that you see in almost no other landscape on the planet. And that's what makes it exciting, and it's also what makes it difficult.
The wide open spaces of the Adirondacks are now recognized as one of Earth's treasures. But a lot of people still disagree. They say that the agency and its restrictions on private land development are un-American. They believe that private property is private, and that the Adirondacks don't need more wilderness as much as it needs better jobs.
60% of that land is privately owned. No privately owned land is part of a state park. In other words, they have taken the theory that Hitler practiced. If you tell a lie often enough, it will soon become believed and it will be a fact.
It's an endless debate that boils down to a basic question. What is wild land worth?
Go back wherever you come from, but get out of here.
Because the next time they're going to see him with deer rifles, then they better have another thought about this. Because we are deadly serious about defending our rights up here.